In this video, we'll be looking into the Launch Billing Flow Blueprint node. This is the node you use when your user wants to make a specific purchase, bringing up Google's external UI to allow them to do so. This blueprint node is used for both subscriptions and in-app products. Once the purchase has been processed and is complete, the onSuccess delegate will be called, allowing you to safely reward them with their purchase. The object returned is the purchase object. This object contains various information about the purchase, which you can see documented clearly on our website. Here we are in Unreal Engine 5.3 again, and we're looking at the same project we used in the previous video. So let's go back to our widget blueprint, where we can see the work we did in the last tutorial video. What we're going to focus on today is the Launch Billing Flow button. So let's start by first bringing up the Launch Billing Flow Blueprint node. As you can see, it's also under the category of Google Play Billing. So let's select that to bring up the Blueprint node. Here we have 6 parameters. The first parameter is the product ID for the product you would like to launch the billing flow with. The second parameter is again something like a filter, which allows you to select whether it's going to be an in-app product or a subscription. Let's select in-app product for now. The is-offer personalized boolean is if your app can be distributed to users in the European Union. What this ultimately does is add a disclaimer to the UI brought up. The offer token is what we discussed in the previous video over here. Here you can see we can extract this, and we could, if we are going to be launching a subscription, we can bring this down and insert it into here. For now, we're doing an in-app product to keep it simple, but let's continue. And again, we have an onSuccess and an onFailure delegate. So let's do a little bit of an example. So let's assume we have a product called product 1. And now we are not going to worry too much about any of these, but we can just make this a boolean for now. Leave it as false, which is the default value. We won't worry about the offer token because we're dealing with an in-app product. And now we can create our onSuccess and onFailure delegates. So let's do that for the onSuccess and call it Launch Billing Flow onSuccess. And here you can see once the launch billing flow completes, and only once the transaction has actually gone through, will the onSuccess delegate be called. So here's the information we have available, which you've seen on the website previously. And from here, you can reward the player safely with the item that they've made a purchase for. The onFailure delegate is similar to this onFailure delegate. In fact, you could tie the two together if you would like to. If you would like to handle this differently, depending on the functionality, of course, you could create a delegate for this one. Let's call it Launch Billing Flow onFailure. From here, it's simply rewarding the player with the item that they've purchased and handling any failures that have occurred. If the situation is that the purchase is in a pending state, this delegate will not be triggered. We'll handle pending purchases and pending transactions in a later video. If you were to want to initiate a subscription instead of an in-app product, nothing will really change. All you have to do is put the product ID for the subscription, select subscription from down here, and if you have a specific offer on a base plan for your subscription, which is what you would have set up in the Google Play console, you can bring down your offer token in whatever way you see fit, like so. The information returned is still exactly the same, and you can handle that appropriately. For now, let's not worry about that to keep it tidy, and reorganize our blueprint nodes, like so. In summary, the blueprint node can be used for both in-app products as well as subscriptions. The blueprint node will bring up Google's external UI and present the purchase depending on the information you have provided to it. The offer token can be extracted from the results of the query purchases blueprint node we looked into in the previous video. And finally, the onFailure delegate has a standardized signature, meaning it can be shared across blueprint nodes if you so wish. Once again, these delegates can only be run on mobile device and will not be triggered in the Unreal Engine editor. I'll see you in the next video.